Artist Taimi Poldmaa features the dynamic coastline of Lake Superior from Gros Cap to Mishippicotten Bay. Each painting is like a new adventure in expressing the language of art.
Aspirations of the soul is the desire of my heart and what's in me that I need to release on a canvas. Lake Superior, I just fell in love with it many years ago and just needed to paint that. Every time I go there I wanted to sketch or paint, and I decided to make it a whole body of work and really study all the places that I go to. When I went to Gros Cap, I wanted to capture the height of it and the opening up of St. Mary's River to Lake Superior. That was like the entrance to Lake Superior. And I'm very, very interested in the geology of all these areas and the rocks in particular. Gros Cap is called a Batholith because it's a bottomless mass of granite. That being called a batholith means it has to be at least 40 square miles or kilometers in area. And like I said, it goes really, really deep. And I wanted to sort of capture that height and the mass of that, looking out actually from the top of it, from the top of that mass. I was really interested, not really knowing the geology at first, but knowing that there were differences in all the bays. The rocks were all different, and it intrigued me to know why. That at one beach the rock looked purple, and on another one they were pink. And you know, like the different kinds of rocks. There's conglomerates and there's big round pieces of granite, and they're all different, and it's because of all the volcanic action that brought it all up and then spread it out. And you know, like the earthquakes and the faults and everything, it all made it move. And so that's why it's all different in the different bays. I exaggerate the color a bit, but it's because it's what I see and I want to bring it out. I want people to really notice colors when they're looking out at something, that it might have a pink tone, and I just you know, just kind of tweak it up a little bit. Even though sometimes I'm painting the skies, they're actually brighter than what I'm even painting. And I know that someone's going to say, it can't be that bright, but it actually is. And it's important to look and see what's out there. For me, line and shape, color, intensity and value are core things that have to be right in the painting. The other things all come in. There's other elements of design that come into play, but those are the main things, and they're the main things I teach usually to my students. And if you can get those, then you're going to have a good painting no matter what else is in there.
Taimi sketches and paints on location to capture the essence of the scene.
I usually do a sketch. I take time to do the sketch. I take photographs, and I like to paint something as well on location. The sketch and the painting are more important than the photograph. The photograph I take for just later reference when I can't be there again, or maybe I will never be there again, for color and things like that. I tell my students to make sure they take a sketch, because that's what your eyes see. The camera takes in everything, but your eyes don't. They don't focus on, you know, like on every single thing that's in there. So it helps you sort of break down to the most important things that you see.
This collection can be viewed from May the 3rd to July 22nd at the Art Gallery of Algoma. For Shaw TV, I'm Anne Gordonier.